Right now, a teen and young man are in the hospital after a shooting overnight in Aurora. Police are investigating what happened at a home on East 13th Place. At this time, we don't have any suspect information, but we do know that both victims are expected to survive. Today, a new judge in Barry Morphew's case could rule on whether to move his murder trial out of Chaffee County. Now, Morphew is charged with killing his wife, Suzanne, and illegally casting her ballot for former President Donald Trump. Morphew's defense team is pushing to move the trial somewhere else. The trial is set to start in May. 9 News reporter Mark Salinger is going to join us just ahead at 6:30 with a full breakdown of the case. And also today, Louisville City Council will discuss a building code that could financially impact the victims of the Marshall Fire. So this code is meant to improve energy efficiency. Staff in the planning department are suggesting to offer an incentive for homeowners who choose to follow the code. They say meeting the standards will cost people a minimum of $20,000 when rebuilding. We're talking about the Marshall Fire right now, and Gary and Corey, we've been talking a lot about what might have caused it, and now the Boulder County Sheriff's Office says their initial investigation is done.
Yeah, they say it is, but we still don't have a cause of the fire. 1 month after the flames erupted and spread so quickly with that wind, right now the investigation focusing on gathering all the evidence.
Right, think things like photos and interviews. The Sheriff's Office says it is turning over findings to experts and labs. Those results could take several months. They say they're investigating all potential causes, including a nearby underground coal mine fire, power lines, and something human caused. Once the investigation is over, the district attorney will determine whether any charges should be filed.
All right, take a look at this. The Adams County Sheriff is getting some criticism for giving citizens an inside view. Sheriff Rick Riggenborn has been live streaming from his patrol car. So over the weekend, he joined a pursuit of a theft suspect and caught it all on camera. It happened Saturday night in Commerce City. The sergeant in charge of the pursuit eventually called it off because the suspect drove the wrong way down the highway. Riggenborn followed the suspect, though, into Denver and ended up arresting him on his own. Televised policing like cops and live PD has faced criticism for turning serious situations into entertainment. Riggenborn insists that is not his purpose.
We're not out there trying to stir up trouble. We'll respond to the radio calls that are coming in. It's almost like another set of eyes. The community gets to kind of ride around with the sheriff and see what we do.
So after the arrest, Riggenborn was seen on live stream telling his partner that the sergeant in charge will likely be angry at him for continuing to follow the suspect. So we asked him about that. He said, well, he didn't really mean that. What he meant to say is the sergeant would be angry that they left him out there without any backup coverage.
This morning, conservatives on Douglas County School Board are facing strong legal accusations. Superintendent Corey Wise has been with the district for 25 years. The board minority says the conservative majority secretly decided to give the superintendent until today to resign or be forced out. Open meetings experts say this could be a violation of state law. Now, Corey Wise became superintendent last year after decades with the district. The board minority held a Zoom meeting last night saying that they found out a decision had been made without legally required discussions.
I suppose the other thing I'm really struggling with is just the secretive nature and backdoor conversations that are resulting in actions being taken. And we had a board meeting on Tuesday night, and that would have been the perfect opportunity to have an executive session to talk about personnel issues or to talk about it publicly. Like if something rose to the level that we need to make a change.
And the conservative majority board members did not respond to our request for comment. Attorney Mario Nicholas, who specializes in open meetings law, tells us, quote, that they are going to get sued, subpoenaed, and have to pay for the privilege. Nicholas says that the law requires the board to hold a public meeting to talk about firing the superintendent. If they try to do it behind closed doors in executive session, Wise could force it into a public meeting.
Happening now, a 16-year-old is facing 16 counts of attempted first-degree murder for his alleged role in the shooting at Nome Park in Aurora. That November shooting left 16 injured. Daniel Ruelas is being charged as an adult for the shooting at the park near Aurora Central High School. He also faces multiple other charges. A Denver sheriff's deputy is dead, killed in a murder-suicide. Adams County deputies responded to a home on West 67th Avenue on Monday morning. They say they found a woman shot multiple times and a man who had turned the gun on himself. Right now, they aren't releasing names, only saying the victim was a deputy in Denver. 10 people have just been arrested a year and a half after a deadly fight between two motorcycle clubs in Arvada. They face charges ranging from murder to assault and robbery. The fight happened in July 2020 between the Hells Angels group and the Mongols. One man was shot and killed, two others were shot and injured, and then a fourth man who wasn't even a gang member will have lifelong injuries. An update from Elbert County. The clerk and recorder admits to copying election hard drives, says it's his duty to preserve 2020 records. Dallas Schroeder says two people not employed by the clerk's office told him by phone what to do inside the county's voting system. He also admitted giving a copy to two private attorneys who included his personal counsel. This comes after an order from Secretary of State Jenna Griswold, whose office asked about a potential breach of security protocols tied to the county's Dominion voting system equipment. And that's your Morning Rush.